Welcome back. Quick thank you to everybody that joined me yesterday. Today's Monday, so Sunday evening for the live stream chat. Quick half an hour which turned into an hour, so sorry for boring some people. I'm actually going to do, obviously because I fed an absolute ton of food, I'm going to do some quick water tests. I'm just interested to see whether the amount of food that I chucked in yesterday has got any adverse changed in my parameters, so whether me ammonia, nitrite, them kind of things. So I'm still looking for it. Look. So I just wonder whether it has just like knocked onto my filter. I mean, I'd have thought it would have, because we don't normally get fed that amount of food in a day. So interesting to see. I'm going to do that right now. Other than that, for the rest of this week, I haven't really got a lot on pond-wise. I'm off work next week, so that will be as long as the weather holds out. Getting my skimmer sorted next week, or starting to get it sorted. As I say, but for the rest of this week, I haven't really got a huge amount on, so might be quite a boring diary this week. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens with my water tests in a minute, really, won't we? We'll make a decision whether it's going to be boring or not. Anyway, so I'm going to get my kit out and then do some basic water tests, and we'll see where we're at. Right, let's get to it. There we go. That's nitrite, ammonia, pH. Now I've done two because I always do a tap water as like a control sample. So tap water's the ones on the left, not on the left of that one. Because some of these shades I'm colourblind, not majorly, but I do find it difficult to tell the difference between some of the shades. There's a clear difference here. That's my tap water pH, which is about 8.2, something like that, and there's my pond. Obviously the pH in a pond can fluctuate throughout the day, but that's not unusual for me, so that's fine. Now, so the heavy feeding has, as expected, give me a slight ammonia reading, very slight. So that's the tap and that's the pond, and there's my nitrite. Again, I'm obviously converting more ammonia, but not enough because I've still got a touch of green there. So there we go. I mean, to be honest though, the fish aren't, they're not off it, they're still absolutely gagging for some food. Go and have a look. Yeah, they're still looking for a load of food. They're not upset or anything. It's obviously just might turn me trickling up a tad. I liked being fed for an hour constantly. Look at them. So I'm going to turn me trickling up a bit. I don't want to stop feeding them. It's the fun part, isn't it? So I'm going to turn my trickling up, as I've said about 5 times. And try to feed a tad less for the next couple of days, just to see if I can get the numbers down to where they normally are, 0. So they're happy enough. They just want to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat at the minute, as they did on Sunday night. Another hot day today here in the UK. September. Maybe a little bit more. 19 degrees. Sun's been out all day today. I've got a suntan. But they're looking alright, so I'm not concerned. I mean, if I hadn't have done the test, I wouldn't have known. There was no reason for me to check the water parameters. Get out the sun. Talking of water parameters, I don't actually do a routine check. I only check the parameters when I feel there's a need to. such as fish not looking happy, or well, something to do with the fish, or maybe the water's looking a bit different. Obviously when it's hot it does look a bit, I always find, it looks a little bit, it just looks different than when it's cooler. So nearly 20 degrees, always a bit of cloudiness to it maybe, I don't know, it just does look different. I mean, you know your own water and your pond and your fish, don't you? So yeah, expected. The amount of food that I chucked in yesterday, God knows how much I put in the end. I mean, I constantly feed them, wouldn't I, for the whole hour, so probably, I don't know, maybe 100 grams in total. Plus I had some prawns and the fish sticks as well, so hey ho. But yeah, not concerned. Just interesting to see what kind of damage I've done. But they will eat all day long. Well, that's going to tidy up the mess, I suppose. Sort the work stuff out. Catch you in a bit. Just seen from in the house, the light's on, which means I need to give them food, but I shouldn't be giving them too much food because my water parameters aren't particularly perfect. But look, how can you not feed them? Starving. I'm going to chuck some food in. Can't not feed them. Maybe not go crazy. Oh look, Adam by Kahaku's up there with them, mixing it in. Still got a bit of foam on. You won't be able to see that because it's dark, I think. Couldn't help myself. Hey ho. Just got from work. Ugh. Paperwork. Anyway, I'm going to do some water tests. Out the way, dog. Following on from yesterday, where I had a slight ammonia and nitrite spike. I did carry on feeding them yesterday, and they're still ravenous. Every time you walk up to the pond, they are just on it. They come flying over. So anyway, so I'm going to do some more tests just to see where it's at really. I think I did say this yesterday, I don't regularly test the water, if I'm honest. I only do a water test if I feel there's a need to. Now I know there's a lot of people out there that, it's probably controversial, there's a lot of people out there that do a regular weekly test. But I don't, I just use my fish to gauge whether the water's good or bad for me really. You get to know your fish's habits over time, and I know they're not, there's no abnormal behaviour. So for me, standing by the pond, they come flying over looking for some food every time, and they're up in the water. No need for me to check really, and that's always the way I've done it. Well, tell a lie, the first year I had a pond, I think I tested the water every few days, because you just get into that, oh my god, I've got a test kit, I need to use it, and my fish are going to die because I've got a bit of an ammonia and all that kind of rubbish. But over time I've learned to just not bother testing the water really, unless I feel the need to, unless something's wrong or you can just tell something's not quite right. That's the only time I'll start doing a test. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I've put in an absolute ton of food on Sunday night, so we'll see. I'm not sure whether the parameters are going to have come down and it's the same. I don't know. I'll do a test and we'll see. Get the answers. Work stuff. I'll do the water tests outside. Just there. So there we go. Been sitting there for a few minutes now. pH, which is harder than it normally would, but it's the same as yesterday. Nitrite and ammonia. So that's all gone now. So that is yellow, and that is that aqua kind of blue colour. So there we go. No, nothing to worry about now. See, a couple of days. Well, I didn't stop feeding. I just fed through it, and I don't even know if I turn the trickle up a bit more than normal. No, that's about what it's at. I didn't consciously put more pressure in, which I said I was going to do, but I didn't bother. So no, well, that's all good. So I can start larruping the food in again. I mean, it is hard. I'm sure everyone's the same, especially when the weather's good, the water's warm, and the fish are begging for food. To walk up to the pond whenever it is that you're walking past, and to not chuck a handful of food in. Because look, the hungry nows. So as per usual, checks at the top, everyone else at the bottom on the sinking. Still a bit more to go. There we go. So that's it for this week. Quite short, not a lot going on other than checking the water parameters really, and getting ready for next week's onslaught of skimmer possible carnage. But saying that, weather forecasts don't look too good next week, so I might try and rig up some kind of cover over the top of it up here. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Hope you like what you've seen at the minute. I'm going to plan to do another live stream. I quite enjoyed doing that. Maybe not for an hour. I'm going to be quite strong with this, sort of 20 minutes to half an hour, rather than me yarning on for an hour. Probably, where are we now? August. So start early September. It's been near my birthday. 1st September if you want to send me any gifts, koi, pond related stuff, always welcome. So yeah, thanks for watching. Just remember, got a new t-shirt. Like, share, subscribe, be fantastic. And that's it. I'll catch you all next week. Next week's video, if you want to see that. Last week's video up there. My last video about sedating the koi, if you're interested in watching that, up here. Thanks very much. See you next time. Bye.